What's going on, guys, and welcome to the first game analysis video of 2017 season. This is a preseason match against the MLS DC United. If you guys are new to the channel, I know since I've done the last game analysis video, I think I've gained like 25,000 subscribers, so I know a lot of you guys are new. In this video, I go over every single one of my touches from a game. So this is a preseason friendly against DC United. I'm going to go over and analyze every single touch that I made during the game, good or bad, talk about it, and just kind of like what's going through my mind while I'm playing. So, hope you guys enjoy.
Okay, so this is the first minute of the game. It's getting a little hectic in the center. I get the ball and I just play it back to my center back so he can switch the point of attack and we can keep the ball. Nice and easy, very safe. Center mid takes a touch and opens his body towards my side. I have to create a passing lane for him. If I run forward, he cannot pass me the ball. So I back up slightly and go out wide. I'm constantly moving to create the best opening for the ball to get to me. I take a touch up the line. I'm looking, surveying what I got, and then right here I have nothing. My right mid is guarded. My center forwards aren't checking, so I cut the ball back and play it back to the center mid so we can keep it. For this next free kick, I hit this, and it's a dangerous ball, but don't hit this unless you're 100% sure you can get it there. The next play, my center back gets the ball. I get wide and high to create a passing lane for him. He passes me the ball, and then I try to take him down the line. And then as I get here, I try to cut the ball back, and I think I get pushed in the back and fouled. The ref didn't see it, but it's okay. It happens. The ball's flicked over my head. I right here am peeking over my shoulder to see what that forward's doing, and he's sprinting at me. So instead of playing my center back, I play it all the way back to my goalkeeper, just so that forward doesn't steal the ball. This play, watch me, I'm not stepping at all because if I step, he's going to slip it behind me and it's going to be a goal scoring opportunity, so I stay back. And then this guy still does a good move and gets a step on me to do a cross, and this guy's just unmarked at the back of the post, but it works out in my favor. This play, the ball comes bouncing out to me. I get a little lucky. Here, I should have either played it there or here, but I take a bad touch and I lose the ball. Just a stupid error. Shouldn't have happened. But luckily, my right mid does a great job of tracking back, tackles, and we get the ball and we can keep it. Okay, you guys are always asking for 1v1 help and how to defend somebody 1v1. And the number one rule that I have is patience, especially as you get better and better and your opponents get better and better at dribbling. If you lunge in at the first moment that you get, they're going to roast you. So watch this dribbling sequence. He starts to dribble at me and I'm just patiently waiting. I'm just tracking him. And as soon as he makes that bad touch here, that's when I come in. Watch this again. And as soon as he makes that bad touch, I lunge in and stop him from beating me down the line. So here is how they scored the first goal against us. High line. We shouldn't have done that. There's no pressure on the ball. Our whole back four is just way too high. They slip it in behind. We thought it was offsides, but it wasn't, and they scored. I get the ball wide and I cut in, and then I play right to my forward. Get a little lucky with the touch there, but we maintain possession. The ball comes wide out to me. I have a defender tight on me, so I cut inwards. I try to see what I have, but neither of the forwards are checking me. My right mid's guarded, so I cut it back. And then I look at my right mid. I see he's posting up a guy, and I play the ball into him. Now that ball was just not very good, but my mistake is I ran forward. I should have stayed back until I'm 100% certain that he has the ball and he's holding it up safely. The next play, the ball comes into the center mid. He plays it out wide to the center back, and he plays it right to me. It's very crowded, so I decided just to play it one time back to the goalkeeper so we can maintain possession of the ball. Now for this next play, I get the ball out wide with tons of time and tons of space, and I decided to take the guy on 1v1. Not the best 1v1 attack, but it ends up working out, and I get by him, and then I cross the ball in, and he blocks it out for a corner kick. Ball comes out wide to me. It's kind of tight in here, but both defenders step, and my right mid is making a run down the line. I try to chip it over the defenders to him. It gets blocked. It's okay, and it just doesn't work out for this attacking sequence. My goalkeeper has the ball, rolls it out to me. I have lots of time, lots of space, so I play it back to my center back. We're just keeping the ball. Here I'm taking a throw, and I throw it into my right mid, and I would step back to create a passing lane, but as soon as I threw that, I knew it wasn't going to work out, so I run in and try to help him out. I get the ball wide from my right mid, and I have a guy pretty tight to me, so I take a touch inwards and try to see what I have. I don't have much. Play back to my center back. He plays it into the right mid again. He plays me back out, and I see Tavo up front, but the ball is just not to his feet, so it doesn't work out. My center back has the ball. I start immediately sprinting forward. He plays a great ball into me. I slow up a little bit to try to wait for my forwards to get in the box, but it's a little bit too long. Cross it in, and the defender blocks it out for a corner. I get the ball wide from my center back, and now every single time I've taken somebody down, I've gone down the line. So I decide to switch it up, to trick the defender. I cut inwards, create a ton of space, and doing that, the center back has to step to me, and I slip it behind into my forward. I get fouled, and they bring it back for a free kick. Here's the start of the second half. I play into Tavo. He plays me right back, and then I just play the center mid so we can switch the ball. Our center back plays our right mid who flicks it on to me. I'm going 1v1, so I take a huge touch because I know I can beat him with pace. I sprint down, do a great cross in, and we just don't get on the end of it. I'm feeling much more confident with my crosses now after that off season. Here's just a simple play, just played back to the center back so we can keep the ball. Now on this play, the ball comes back to me. I have pressure right on my back and no real pass back to my center back, so I take a touch down the line and hit it up just to clear the danger. Goes out for a throw-in and it works out in our favor. I throw the ball in, throw it into our right mid, plays it right back to me. I play into the forward one touch. I get the ball back, switch the point of attack, and now we're out of that tight space and we can attack again. Here's a long ball into my guy, but he slips and falls, so I start to take the ball forward, but I realize he's going to be able to guard me. So I step over the ball, turn, and just play it back to our keeper so we can keep possession of the ball. On this play, I got tons of time. The ball rolls out to me. I stop the ball, turn, and just play back to our center back, who plays into our center mid. I run up the line to create a good passing lane. I cut it back, get the ball kicked out. It's our throw-in. I'll get the ball wide at the wing with tons of time and space, so I try to take the guy down the line. He does a really good job of guarding me, even with my move, and he knocks it out for a throw-in. As he knocks it out, I'm walking to get the ball, and I just hear my center back calling for the ball, screaming for the ball, so I throw it back to him, and he gets the ball with tons of time and space, so we can keep possession of the ball. This next play is a great learning tool for you guys. So I beat my defender inside with a pretty good croqueta. I start attacking, and then right here, I want to slip in my right behind the defense. But to do that, I need to draw that left back out. So I need to take another touch at him so he comes at me. Watch, I take another touch. Now he has to step at me, and there's tons more space and time for me to play in my right mid so he can cross the ball. But it's just not the best cross. Here's how they scored the second goal. I'm going to break it down. We do a foul here, which we probably shouldn't have fouled. And then the ball bounces back to us, and we immediately play it right back to DC United. This is when we need to hold on the ball so we can get a chance to get set. He does a great ball behind, and the third mistake is our defense is kind of sleeping. Our two center backs and our two outside fullbacks, me included, we weren't sagged back to stop this. And the fourth mistake is the keeper expected the ball to skip more, and he kind of got caught in no man's land. So 4 mistakes, pretty much a full team. We all kind of messed up here. Watch, we slept on defense. It's a great ball behind, great finish, but we should have stopped this goal. We shouldn't have let this happen. Now the ball comes wide to me, and I have hard pressure coming at me. I try to take a touch down the line, but it just goes out of bounds for a throw-in. I get the ball wide again with more space and time this time. I cut the ball back, play it back to my center back, and he plays it back to me. And I try to play back to the keeper, and this is just the first preseason game. My legs are tired, and I hit it terribly, out for a throw-in. I get the ball wide here, and you can kind of start to see a little gap inside the center of the field, so I play into one of my center mids, and he plays it right back for us to keep the ball. Now my guy gets the ball, and I do a good job, again, patiently waiting for him to make a mistake. He doesn't make one, so I track him the entire way and block the cross. I'm not lunging in. I'm never lunging in. Get the ball wide, easy pass back to the center back, and then he plays into the center mid, who plays me out wide again. And this is just a good example of me being tired. It's the 80th minute. I get a little lucky with the tackle, and then try to play Sebastian. It's just a bad ball. Get the ball wide this time, and I want to go 1v1 now. I got lots of time and space, so I take him down the line. I get a little step on him, try to cross it in. He just gets a touch on it, so it's out for a corner kick for us. Ball comes wide to me. I have time and space. I take a touch back, and we just want to keep the ball. So here's how they scored the third goal. It's a ball into the right mid, who then just slips it into the right winger. We were too high here. One of us tried to step, and then it was just an own goal. It was just unlucky. We got to learn how to play together as a back four, when to step, when to flex back, but it will come. So now it's the 89th minute. The ball comes out wide to me. I have lots of time and space. I play it right back into Ivan, who's wide open, and he switches the point of attack. Ball comes out wide to the wide center back, who plays it into the center mid. The center mid plays me out wide. I have lots of time and space. I try to look forward, but there's not much, so I play it back to my center back. Here the ball comes switching out to me. The guy starts to come close, so I take a touch backwards to create more space for myself and just play it back to the center back. The game ends 3-0. It was a tough game. We made some dumb mistakes, but this is learning. This was our first preseason game, and this is one of their last preseason games for DC United. So all in all, we have some improvements to make, but I'm feeling confident.